thanks to everyone who joined us live for the World of Heart, and I'm really thankful to our giveaway sponsors as well, and we'll have a slide with all our giveaway sponsors next. Right, our live started off with a little bit of a cover page plan for May 2000 and, funnily enough, 20. So we start with these beautiful stickers from Rose K Paper Co, and her and I did a collaboration. You can see more of the collaboration later in the video. Here we're including some gold lettering to make a little hello on the top of the May. Rightio, onto our next spread, which is going to be our tracker spread as well as our monthly overview. Here I'm using some watercolors just to sprinkle the page all over and create a really fun textured background. I'm using the Archer and Olive notebook, and it's got a 160 GSM paper, and this really holds that watercolor well. What's really funny, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit so that you can see. Originally, this is what I hand drew for, it was actually upside down, for Rose. And she said, Nicola, that's dumb. What if people want to cut off 30 days? So she came up with a way better idea. So she just flipped it upside down and yeah, made it a little bit bigger and gave you the option of cutting it off at the bottom if there's 30 days or 31 days. I thought that was pretty smart. I was like, right, we're finishing it off with just a couple of labels like goals, priorities, and what's coming up for the month of May. I love journaling in my bullet journal, and one of the ways that I do this is I create a journaling page at the beginning of every month, and I kind of keep to a topic every month. I like to create it a little bit more eccentrically and kind of make it a bit more fun than my other pages, and this kind of makes me feel like when I'm journaling, I'm kind of journaling like I did when I was a teenager. Okay, let's get started with our first weekly spread. Here I wanted to use some really muted tones, so I'm using some vintage colored florals, and I'm using some really fun marble styled stickers and marble styled washi tape. I'm creating this side by using some paper, sticking it down, and adding some gold and marble tape all over. Again, I'm using the Rose Paper Co stickers to create the Monday through to Friday stickers, and adding those onto the little marble tablets, creating some great texture with some marble washi tape and gold washi tape, and essentially scrapbooking the rest of the page. Rightio, on to week number 2. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Jaden's Apple stencil, and I'm going to use some washi tape, and I'm going to use the stencil to almost stencil a monthly plan. So off we go, and I'm using a sponge to use some gold paint all over the stencil, which is really fun. A little bit of gold foiled paper, and kind of create those rounded edges with my cutter. We had a bit of an oopsie around this stage with the black pen, and we created a couple of smudges. But do not fret, you can watch the bloopers at the end of the video. And what I really found simple about bullet journaling is, you know what, we can cover up oopsies with just a little bit of washi tape and a bit of sticky paper. You can see at the bottom corner there's a gigantic smudge, so I covered it up with a little piece of paper, foil paper, to match the corner. My rainbow spread for May was probably one of my favorite. I've used watercolor paint down the bottom to create a rainbow effect, just blending the colors together. I do the same for the top. Down the middle I have some wood-styled washi tape. It's very plain and simple, and I'm using that centerpiece to kind of create the space where I'm going to write my top priorities and to-do lists. I've trimmed off my washi tape, and I've made sure that the little rainbow stickers I'm using fit perfectly onto that washi tape strip. I'm now going to accessorize with a couple of extra stickers just to give it a little bit more fun and texture, and then we're done with that spread. Alright, our very last spread for May, and the very last spread for our live video. Here we're going to use some brown paper, and we're going to use some pink florals. I really enjoyed making this spread because it's pretty straightforward to find some brown paper and create a really fun spread for your bullet journal. Now that we've stuck some stickers in, let's accessorize with a couple more just to give it a really fun feel. You can pretty much put as many as you want in there. I've also put some die cuts in to kind of create that more of a standing up texture, and just moving them around until I feel pretty happy with the locations of all the die cuts and all the stickers. And now we have our flip through. Thank you so much for watching this live with me, and I'm glad you were there. Sorry? Oh, my head was in the way? Ooh, why am I covered in ink? Ugh. It's leaking. Look at all that ink that's on me. Oh, geez, it's everywhere. What have I touched? Ah! Oh my god, it's everywhere. Oh my god, it's everywhere. Whoops. Oh.